Hey guys, just showing you a little glimpse of all my tanks. A beautiful day. Lovely creatures and reefing. It's just so beautiful. These reef animals, fish, corals, everything. Such a beautiful thing. You can see my 6 lines, you can see my tangs, butterfly fish, it's just damsels, anemones, softies, SPS, definitely mixed reef. You can see I moved this guy actually here with this somewhat not the Aiken here, but this guy here, and I keep forgetting names. Anyways, he was actually on this side here, but because the torch is actually getting him, I went ahead and just moved him down here. I got a new tank on the way, and it's gonna be an awesome thing. A lot of the hair algae is dying out. You can see all the hair algae is pretty much going and gone. There's a little bit here and there, but not enough to create panic. This used to be covered in hair algae. It's now all gone. I am dosing no pox, about 14 milliliters a day. It's on a dosing unit. Definitely going to keep the majority of these corals and going to keep the majority of everything. It's just going to be somewhat all structured a little differently when it comes into the new tank system. Fish are happy, fish are healthy, corals are happy. Once again, pH runs at an 8.2 in all my systems. Besides the Frag tank, they all get dosed boron sulfate. They get dosed acro power for aminos, and I also manually dose one day yes, one day no of coral vitalizer and sponge power. It's beautiful, man. Makes me sometimes hesitate to, take this all out, but oh man, it's gonna be such an effort to do it, but it will be done. So now we're at the Achilles tank. So the Achilles tank, remember last time I was telling you there was a little bit of a bacterial infection. I lost the quartz torch that I was trying to save. Well, this is a banana golden torch that I got from a guy that I just actually met online by the name of Mateo. And he sells corals. He sells beautiful torches and everything. And he's the one I got my Holy Grail torch and my 24 karat gold in the other tank. And went ahead and picked up this beautiful banana golden torch. It's an Australian torch. And the bacterial infection is basically gone. I wouldn't have gotten this torch if it was still around. Obviously, the last torch touched this guy here and ended up getting some sort of bacterial infection itself. It actually spreaded, and just ended up not being a good thing for him on that day. Lost a whole little mini colony of about 3 heads, so wasn't good. Had him for a long time. So hopefully this golden torch does really, really well. Tank is doing well. There's no aptasia besides the one aptasia, which for some reason every tank has one aptasia. But Achilles tank, fish are doing well, leopard wrasse, corals, Duncans are thriving. You can see zoas are doing well. These guys on this rock work are growing back now that the aptasia is all gone, and all those little aptasias that were stinging it are all gone. It's actually starting to take root again on the rock work and starting to grow back. So we'll see how those zoas do. Guy came over and I actually fragged out these guys here. So there was a piece coming out and went ahead and took a piece off of that. But everything's doing fine in this tank. They're obviously, you know, it's obviously 2 systems running into one, but definitely doing good. Achilles tank, everybody's doing great. It's a beautiful system. It's a beautiful thing. Peace. But yeah, you can see corals are doing great. Got to kind of trim back the zoas there. The dendros are always trying to fight for survival by just trying to branch out even further and further out, and no matter what, every time I trim back these zoas, they tend to just grow back within days. So I gotta literally I'll see when I do the other switcheroo on this tank. I might actually remove the dendros here, but I'll see. It's actually a cool look, but not so cool when they're trying to fight to survive. Everything's going well. Everything's being run off this GEO calcium reactor. This works great. I use these Scotch pads to do my cleaning. It can either be cleaned on acrylic or glass, but the unscented version ones, just the normal, natural ones, are the way to go. The pads work great for maintaining the glass and the acrylic. But yeah, this is great. Beautiful, everything's doing well. Twin spot wrasse doing his job, doing his thing, making sure there's no pest in the system. Zoas are just always growing out of control. But I got some on frag plugs for anyone who wants any, but I post them online and I always give out a few, but they grow back quickly. You can see they love where they're at. Arlene's tank is doing very well too. Her zoas are growing fast. She's got the same dosing regimen as me. We decided to go with the same sort of dosing regimen, not necessarily recipe. Obviously her tank's a lot smaller, so her milliliters a day in dosing is a lot less, but she is dosing boron and sulfate as well, and her ganies and candy canes and all the other corals in her tank are doing very well. We'll give you guys an update on that, and you guys can see how her tank's doing, but it's doing pretty awesome. Her torches are fat and they are loving life. All right, let's go check out that office tank. All right, so here's the office tank. Remember in the last video we took out the chalice. You can see there, this piece is still alive, still surviving, still trying to recover. Did a lot of the hair algae plucking. You can see there's not that much around as much anymore. A few little strands here and there, but not as bad. And you can see here, remember there was a lot of hair algae around here. It's pretty much gone. And dosing no-pox in all my systems except the Frag tank, but this one's being dosed about, I think, 9 milliliters a day of no-pox, the Red Sea. So you can see this guy's branching up right there, up on top. Corals are doing really well in this tank. You know, fish are doing fine, powder blue's doing great, clown tanks are doing great, antheas are doing nice and fat and great. You know, when I mean nice and fat, these guys are only getting fed twice a day. I know people say you got to feed them 4 or 5. I honestly think that they can acclimate themselves to the proper conditions, and if the proper conditions are there and the stability is there within their so-called habitat, within their circle, I believe they can do just fine. But that's just from what I'm seeing in my systems. Obviously every system is different, so you know, it's just going well in this one. Clam's doing great. I have this clam for so long. You can see pieces of just coral are just breaking off everywhere, and I always rake it, and whatever survives, survives, but it is what it is. These guys are recovering from a hair algae outbreak around them, so hopefully they recover. This guy right here, this guy came from here, broke off, but he's doing quite fine right there. He likes for that little spot. Seems like he's happy. I'm just spewing out a little gunk. I just had to do a little bit of shifting within one of the tubes down in the sump area. Just had to make sure the chiller was on. It looked like the chiller was off, so I messed around a little bit with the system and threw out a little bit of detritus up on top, but it's all filtered out, filtered clean. Some system, everything's doing well. Yes, I still have the eel, which the eel has to go. I will find you a home. I will find you a home. And yeah, everything's fine. Right now it's 8.0 right now is what it's reading, but it does go up to 8.2. It's just the lights just turned on and everything, so. GEO calcium reactor. But yeah, tank's doing fine. This guy's healing up pretty nicely. You can see here. And he's starting to heal up around there. Sooner or later, this is all going to be, what is it, season's greeting, Christmas Monty. I like the way this guy is actually connecting itself to here. It looks pretty cool, like an artwork, like coming into the, you know, you're entering a domain of the unknown. Corals are doing fine. Everything's doing fine. Much better when the lights are on. You know, I do like more of that white look. It's not really truly blue. When I was doing the removal of the chalice and the saving of the chalice, you saw a little bit of a glimpse in the morning hours where it's that dark blue look, but this is basically how I love it. I think for me, you get to see more of the natural colors of the coral. In this, I do have the orange filter on, but there is not that much of a blue hue. It's just a little tint from what you see here with this filter. It's not that much. Obviously, if I take the filter out, you're gonna see more blue because it's just the eye of the camera, but you're pretty much seeing it for what I'm seeing it too, which is, I believe, beautiful. You don't really get much of the fluorescent look with the golden torch here with the Holy Grail and the other one up here with the Dragon Soul. There actually is more green and more yellow, but when the fluorescents hit it and stuff, you can actually see more of that glow. There's the Midas plenty in his home. He loves that little spot right there. He's like, ah. Everything's doing fine. Take a look on this side here. Just looks so beautiful. Take a glimpse here. All right, let's go see that bedroom tank. All right, now bedroom tank is doing really well. You can see the corals are doing fine. 24 karat gold torch, you know, lights just turned on, so things are starting to open up, but everything is doing so well. Things doing so well. This guy's having a little bit of an issue and stuff. It seems like he's just fighting this Monty. This Monty's starting to hit him up on this side here. You can see the overgrowth. He's already growing in, so I got to see what I can do to trim back, but you can see there's a lot of overgrowth going on. You can see like around, what is it? See if you can see on my finger here. Is that right there? You can see it's starting to grow over. Everybody's trying to fight over everybody in this aquarium. They're all trying to grow over each other. So I gotta see if I can trim some of that back and get that guy going. But other than that, you can see the red Monty in the back, how it's starting to grow out from that point. You can see the Velita in the back right there. Where is it? Right there. It's doing good. It's encrusting all in the back. You can see the branches. This is a worldwide coral. I think it's what is it? Oh man, I forgot. It was a yellow spot, or I don't know. It was a yellow something coral, but it's doing fine. It's doing well. It's kind of fighting the Monty also and stuff on the bottom here. And all these other guys are from, you know, just like these guys. I forgot the names, but these guys are all from Top Shelf. All of them are from Top Shelf. This one's like a berry something, or a raspberry something. There's that strawberry shortcake, which is coloring up and healing up nicely. Back there is the, I don't know if you can see, sorry about the reflection here, but there's the, right there, those two little nubs. That's actually the Walt Disney. That's the one I took out of the office tank. I put it next to that other little nub, and it's doing pretty good. And there's the Sexy Orange Passion. I'm afraid that the PC Rainbow here is actually going to be starting to encrust towards the bottom work of it, so I gotta see what I can do to clean that up. Red Planet's doing great. Obviously it's still touching. I haven't fragged that out. I'm gonna frag it out for a few guys, and there's one guy around that's locally. I'm gonna give him a piece, but haven't done that yet, but soon will. That one Vivid is doing good. What is it? There's the Carolina Reaper, which is coloring up very nicely, and it's doing well. It's crusting nicely. And obviously I forgot all these guys' names. That's the fox face, or not the fox face, Jesus Christ. Jason Fox, what is it? Oh man, I don't know, fire something. So I'm not good with names, that's what I'm saying. So let's see what's going on, but that is a Jason Fox. So yeah, actually you can see where the plug was at, and it just encrusted all over the rockwork, and it's branching out pretty nicely. So I think it's a fox. I think it's flame something or fire something. Here I am thinking. Anyways, corals are doing really well. You can see there's the Maleficent there. There's the Optimus Prime, which still has a lot of its pink, but it's actually getting a little bit of that green hue on the bottom. And believe it or not, this is a Bill Murray right here, but we'll see how well that does. And got this guy here, and that is a pink Cadillac there. Styloforum, Slimer, and then you got all these other guys and stuff, and it's just so many coral. But other than that, the corals are doing great in this tank. Corals are doing fine. You can see all the growth from the zoas. You can see this one's already overtaking one from another. Fish are doing fine. Fish are beautiful, fish are healthy. Clown Sugar's doing great. Clown Sugar's not liking the camera. He's kind of hiding at the moment. Let me show you from this view here. Nice, beautiful. All right. And I'll give you guys a glimpse of this view on this end. You can see the torch is already opening up more and more as we're doing the video. So are the Duncans. The Nero A5s work really well. I like these guys. Yeah, the SPS are beautiful, man. They're beautiful corals, but it's just, you know, stability. They love stability. As long as your parameters are stable, you know, they end up acclimating to their own conditions, to their environment. They'll be able to encrust, they'll be able to start branching and start growing. But stability is what they look for, is what you need. And when I mean stable parameters, you gotta have it within a certain range, at least 7.8 to 8.2 when it comes to pH. You know, alkalinity levels, you gotta have it at least, you know, you can be at the 7, but 7.5 to like around 9 is like where I like it at. Mine is usually 8.4. Sometimes it'll drop down to a 7.8, but that's fine. But other than that, tank's doing well. Fish are doing great. All right. So in this system here, everything's doing fine. You can see here are the pieces of the chalice that I tried to save. And overall, they're doing okay. There's nothing that's been bleaching out more than what it was. And hopefully these pieces here, you can see on this side, sorry for not cleaning the glass, but you know, they're all healing. And you know, things tend to heal very well in this frag system. So I'm hoping that they do heal. This candy cane here already has another head. It was 2 heads, now it has 3. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like this guy right here wants to split too. Looks like he wants to grow 2, but we'll see. And you got the little war coral pieces right there, healed up very nicely. You can see they're happy. It was a trip because just little pieces like that, man. It's like you see there, it's just you can see all the zooxanthellae and you know all the good stuff just slowly trying to slime its way onto the frag plug. Zooxanthellae, they're good corals, man. They're good when it comes to consuming ammonia and other things too as well. So, you know, it's life. It's life. Yeah, this clown tang police, don't worry. This clown tang is not going to stay in here long. He was just in here to just help cycle this system in the beginning. If you could tell from its fins on the back, it was in a state where it just I felt like, you know, I needed to take it out of where it was located. I got it from Aquatic Collection. They're really good when it comes to their fish, but you know, in some cases you'll have those stragglers that are just there to try to survive. And I ended up wanting to take this guy, and you can see his back fins. They don't open up. It seems like if they were like injured in some way, but his tail fin, but if that's what it is, his tail fin. The end there, right there. But he's been eating, he's healthy, he's doing fine, he's doing good. Don't have the copper band in here anymore. It's just a dud. There's no reason to have the copper band here. It's gone. Gonna go ahead and I did make the order for the peppermint shrimp. I'm not gonna take the peppermint shrimp out of the Achilles tank. They're doing well. I feel like if I take whatever is left out of there, I just don't want that one anemone to start sprouting out more and stuff. Corals are doing happy in there, so I'm just gonna get a little bit of, I'm just gonna get a little army in here. I'm gonna get 15 of them and that should do fine. But other than that, we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's happening. Oh yeah, subsystem in here is doing fine. When it comes to maintenance and everything, protein skimmer's working great. Just take this filter off. So everything's doing great in here. Fine. Dosing the sulfate, dosing the mag, the trace, the 2-part alkylated calcium. Everything's going fine when it comes to filtration. All mechanical, got a little bit of bio, but other than that, oh yeah, it's just, here are those things right there, Scotch Brite. These guys work well when it comes to, you know, cleaning your acrylic or cleaning your glass. If you need to get in there manually with your hands, cleans without scratching. There it is. All-purpose cleaning pads, original, Adobe, Scotch Brite. You know, definitely don't want to get anything that says scented, lemon scented, or anything like that. Don't be the one to make that mistake. But this is the one that I use, and they're great. And I always give Arlene a box and stuff like that. And just to show you what I got in here, you know, I got things. You can see I got all my glues and extras and used, and got my putties and scrapers, and you know, anything that can help out. But yeah. Oh, I haven't even connected this yet, but I'm about to mount it. I'm about to not mount it. Go ahead and connect that. I'm gonna put the pump on because there has to be some sort of gas exchange if there's gonna be some sort of a power outage, and you know, it's bound to happen. We've been having some pretty windy days here. All right, guys. If anything, peace. This is the Herm. Just giving you a little bit of an update. I know I just posted a video just recently, but here's another one for you. All right, cool. Peace.